Trails in the Sky First Chapter has released a demo ahead of the full remake launch, and I took the chance to see how it stacks up against the original FC. To my surprise, the developers have done a fantastic job of modernizing the game while keeping the heart of the original intact. But with any remake, the question always comes up: what's different? In this video, we'll go over the biggest changes I noticed between the classic and the remake. Let's start with the most noticeable improvements: quality of life changes. The biggest one is fast travel, which cuts down the backtracking that slowed the original game's pacing. Quest and event triggers are now clearly marked, so you no longer need a guide, or hours of talking to every NPC just to make sure you don't miss anything. Dialogue is now logged too, something that didn't appear in the series until after Azure. And some cutscenes have been reworked into shorter banter exchanges during exploration, making the story flow more smoothly. Cooking has adopted the Daybreak system, where the party will get the first time stat bonuses for each recipe made. Each character will have preferences, and botched meals will produce a special item like the newer Kiseki games. Originally, meals were just separated by sit-downs, which were consumed right after cooking, and to-go, which turned them into usable items. On top of that, achievement bonuses were also added from Daybreak. Completing certain tasks would reward items like droplets to increase a character's stats. Exploration has been streamlined. Maps are far less segmented, with transitions happening only in specific situations like entering dungeons. More healing stations have also been added in key spots, like the top of Jade Tower and right before Mistwald's boss fight. Inside the Malga mine, an extra lever was added by the miner who has the elevator keycard to save time from backtracking just to switch rails. One thing I will miss are the quirky messages found in empty chests from the original. They had some really funny lines, like the one from the Loke team asking for help from being trapped working on the game for so long. It appears that some quartz were also removed, like Information and Eagle Eye, as the Bracer rank up rewards have changed. In the original, the rewards obtained were Information, Eagle Eye, Petrify, Haze, Strike, and Deathblow 1. First Chapter Remake changed the rewards to Poison Blade, Emerald Shield, Heal, Victory Headband, Ingenuity, and Heat Haze. This makes sense since the combat style was heavily changed to match that of Daybreak, so some of the older Quartz effects no longer made sense to keep. That's likely the reason some art requirements also went through some adjustments, like Saint needing less to be unlocked. Some single spells have been modified to be AoE, as well as some AoE arts having their sizing adjusted. There's way too many to go over, so I'll just leave it at that. Someone else made an art comparison, so you can go look at that to see what changed. The other interesting thing is that some Quartz elements have shifted as well. Impede was originally a wind element instead of Mirage, and Hit was a Mirage element instead of Space. There are a few other changes, but like arts, it's too much to go over individually. Going back to the combat system, the developers also included mechanics from other Kiseki games, like Brave Attacks, Chains, Overdrive, character support, follow-ups, and finishing moves, which were found in the Crossbell and Steel games. Attack animations can be skipped now as well, a feature that I've grown to appreciate since it saves a lot of time. Attack Up AT bonuses have been replaced with the now standard Zero Arts bonus. One change I really don't like is that bonuses can only be stolen from enemies upon defeat, delaying their turns with an ability, or S-Craft. Before, it just used to be that you take a bonus in the turn slot, but now they're attached to characters instead of the turn order, so not being able to manipulate it and even take it from other allies becomes a bit annoying. The only really good thing that comes from this is that AT bonuses can now be stacked, so I can have a bunch of them together on one character. And finally, equipment stats have also been adjusted, likely for balance. In the original game, the accessories never gave stats, just ailment immunities, and weapons never gave ATS bonuses. And that's all I've discovered for the differences between the original FC game and the new First Chapter Remake with what I got to see with the demo. If there's anything you think I've missed, feel free to share with the rest of us. Until our paths cross again, keep grinding, keep exploring, and I'll see you on the next adventure.